All right, friends, so it's a little late in the month, admittedly, but we are finally going to do the review of my goals for the month of March 2024. So let's just get right into it. Hey guys, it's me, Kay, and you've arrived at my weird little corner of the internet. Welcome. If you're new here, I'm a part-time reseller, mostly on Poshmark and eBay, though I do sell locally at an antique mall and on other online platforms such as Mercari, Depop, and Facebook Marketplace. And today is a goals video. So I know it's a little late in April by the time I'm getting this video up, but I do have to wait for numbers from my antique booth, which are not ready until mid-month. And yeah, it's just, life's been a little busy, so I've been a little bit MIA for me personally on YouTube, but I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. But yeah, let's review March. So I used to do these videos quarterly if you have watched any of my videos for a length of time, but this year I decided to do them monthly because I can keep better track of how my progress is going. So I have a total of 15 goals, and they are in 3 categories, which are business, personal, and financial. We'll start with the business ones, that way in case you're not interested in my personal or financial goals, you can click off of this video. So first we have to earn $30,000 from my side hustles. So that includes any other income besides my full-time job. And I had this goal last year, but I didn't hit it. I actually did worse last year than I did in 2022. That happens, things change with the economy. So my total as of the end of March, which is when all of these numbers are from, is $7,775.57. Lots of sevens in that number. So $30,000 over 12 months is $2,500 a month. And I did pretty good in January and February. I went down a little bit in March, but I'm still over. So I should have about $7,500 to be on track right now in side hustle income, and I'm a little bit over that. And yeah, I earned about $2,200 towards this in the month of March. Next is to hit 2,500 subs here on YouTube. This was another goal that was pulled from 2023 that I didn't even come close to hitting then, but I am so happy to say that I have reached this goal. As of March 20th, 2024, I now have 2,500 subs, so this goal is complete. Yay. And this is where I say thank you to each and every one of you for subbing to my channel. I appreciate it so much. It's taken me a long time to get here because I started YouTube back in 2018 and then kind of fell off around COVID in 2020, and I've been back. And I've been really desperate to hit this goal. So I ended March with 2,593 of you, which is about 400, a little over 400 new subs from February to March, which is amazing for me. I didn't even have that many subs in all of 2023. So to have over 400 of you sub to me in 1 month has been amazing. And most of it has been from putting YouTube shorts out here, and those people don't generally watch my long form content, but that's fine. I still get a little bit of income from the shorts, and they've been performing pretty well for me, so I'm really happy. So yeah, thank you guys again so much. But if you happen to be watching this and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you here in my weird little family on the internet. Okay, so the next is to sell $5,000 on Mercari. I will admit that this is probably one that I'm not going to hit because Mercari is not one of my top platforms, but I want to see if I can push myself because I have started using Vendu as a cross-listing service. Before that, I did not put any money into a cross-listing service. I just did everything manually, and it was very time-consuming. So it's really been nice to have just a platform that I can easily click a couple buttons and something gets listed on another platform for me. So yeah, I'm just trying to see what I can accomplish, but I've only had $794.20 in sales so far in the first 3 months of the year. So not quite on track, but we'll see where this number ends up, though it is a little over $400 more than I had at the end of February. So progress is progress, I guess. Next is to thrift at the bins 15 times. I had a goal of 12 times in 2023 and I hit that. Wanted to up it a little bit more because it helps reduce my overall cost of goods for the whole year, especially so when I am addicted to ThredUp and I love getting those designer boxes, which have a $20 cost of goods per item. So yeah, but I only went once in March. I went twice in January, once in February, and once in March. I have not gone for April, so I'll have to make that up later. But we're talking about March. So in total for January through March, I have gone 4 times out of the 15. Then last under business is to reach 10,000 followers on Instagram. I was hoping that they were gonna reinstate like the Reels bonus program, and that's really why I wanted to hit 10,000 followers, because I thought that maybe that would help me earn a little bit more if they brought that program back, but they haven't so far, and I don't think they are. But in any case, I'm still tracking my progress to that. So I ended March with 7,876, up from 7,821. So what, 55 new followers on Instagram in a month? Not the best, but I don't get paid by Instagram, so I guess it shouldn't really matter. All right, moving on to personal. First under there is to get my half bathroom fixed. It's currently unusable because the electricity in there does not function, and the toilet in there is a weird little electric toilet. And so we need to get an electrician in here and get that fixed. So hopefully we'll get this done in the next few months. Next is to read 52 books. I read 42 last year. I really started to get back into reading in 2022 when I decided I wanted to reread the entire Harry Potter series, and it just kind of blossomed from there. And I've got 21 as of the end of March. I had 13 in February, so I read 8 in March. Here's a quick list of what I read. Bride by Ali Hazelwood, The Housemaid by Frida McFadden, Done and Dusted, a little cowboy romance by Lila Sage, Butcher and Blackbird by Brynne Weaver, which was my favorite read of the year so far. I absolutely loved that book. It's Good to Be Gronk, as in Rob Gronkowski, who used to play for the New England Patriots. Happy Place by Emily Henry, The 7-Year Slip. I think the author is Ashley Poston. And then Paris, the memoir, Paris Hilton, who, in a weird stroke of luck, now follows me on TikTok. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, so those are the 8 books that I read in March, bringing my total to 21. And as of April, I am more than halfway to my goal. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna hit this. Next is to achieve 10,000 minutes on the Peloton app. I've said this before, but this is cumulative, so it's any activity that you do on the app, whether that's meditations or stretching, yoga, strength workouts, biking, which I did actually sell my physical Peloton bike, so now I'm just doing cardio and strength and yoga just on the app, and I sync it to my TV. But yeah, I no longer have my Peloton bike. It was taking up too much space and I hadn't used it since December. So I am very active on the app doing other things, just not actually taking cycling classes. So I ended March with 1,679 minutes, up from 1,335 in February. I've been slacking a little bit because there's been a lot of stuff going on in my day-to-day life, and it's hard to manage my time sometimes. So I should have 2,500 minutes by the end of March, so I am behind, but I'm confident I can make up the difference. All right, the next one is to bring back monthly game nights. This is something we used to do a few years ago. It was device free at that point because my daughter did not have a cell phone. Now she does, and she lives to talk to her friends on the phone. I honestly wasn't sure that this would happen to me because I had her fairly young, and you know, with cell phones and that kind of technology, I felt like the days were gone of having hours-long conversations with your friends. But no, she still has those. They're just done on her cell phone, and they all play like one game at the same time. It's Roblox, if you guys are familiar with it. So they all go onto Roblox and play and then talk to each other on the phone while they're playing the game. Whatever. But yeah, so it's just a fun way for us to kind of wind down and just all be together and hang out and, you know, not talk to other people on the phone while we're playing games. So we've done one each month, and we're going to be doing one this weekend for April. And last in the personal category is to visit 2 new countries. You guys have not seen a vlog, so I definitely haven't gone anywhere. I'm I'm hoping towards the end of the year and maybe one trip in the summer also that I can take my daughter on when she's not in school. So that wraps up that category. Moving on to the last one, which is financial. So the first one there is to invest 10% of my side hustle income. I can confirm that I have been doing that. I usually do it around the middle point of the following month once I have all my final numbers for my booth and everything like that. And then I take 10% of that number and I put it into my investment account. I'm very new to investing, so don't ask me for advice because I don't have any to give you other than just put some money aside. Next is to make 2 extra mortgage payments. I started this when I bought my home, just so when I go to sell or whatever, I have a little bit extra pocket money to take out when I go to sell. So it's just something easy that I can do. I mean, it's not really that easy because you have to save up the money to put in there. But it does help, you know, long-term over the course of the loan. I usually do one around the midway point of the year and then one towards the end of the year. So I haven't done either of them yet, but I've done it every year since I've owned my home and we're in year 4. So pretty sure I will continue to do this. Next is to reduce my car loan to $10,000. You guys have heard me say this a few times by now, but I bought my dream vehicle in September of 2023, and now I have a car loan after not having one for like 3.5, 4 years. So I want to get rid of that as soon as possible. Also, my daughter just turned 15 in February, and I'm gonna have a new driver soon, and new driver insurance is expensive, and also I don't want her driving my new car as a brand new driver on the road. So we're gonna get her something that's a little crappier, I guess you could say, but also still reliable. And so I want to get rid of my car payment so I have more funds to allocate towards that. And I'm not even close yet. I'm still at $22,000, but I pay bi-weekly every week that I get paid, because I get paid bi-weekly as well. I put a certain amount of money into that account. So it's going down faster than it should if I was just making the normal payments. But yeah, I might have to make a larger lump sum payment towards the end of the year to hit this goal. All right, next is to have $5,000 saved in an emergency fund. I have 2 different like savings challenges that I do. You guys are, I'm sure, are done hearing about them by now. If you ever want to know the specifics because you haven't seen one of my videos like this before, just reach out to me. I'm happy to share. But for the intents of this video, so it cannot be super long, I will not get into them in this video. But I ended March with $1,368.54 in that account. So I'm pretty on track for that, to have $5 grand at the end of the year. And then the last goal is to complete a no spend month. This one, as I've said previously, has a caveat where I can obviously spend money on necessities. So anything that me or my daughter need, you know, to live, survive. So electric bills, you know, groceries, things like that. And it also is not going to apply to my business expenses because I need to keep my business afloat. You know, that's my extra side hustle income that helps pay for, you know, her insulin for her diabetes diagnosis. It helps us travel, and I would like to continue that. I mean, obviously I would like to continue being able to afford to buy her insulin more than anything else. So I need to keep my business alive. So it doesn't include necessities, and it doesn't include anything that's for my business. So I can thrift still, as long as I'm not buying anything for myself personally, which now that I am like so consumed by reading and books in general, it's going to be extremely hard for me to get this done. Full stop, full disclosure, just throwing that out there. But I am going to try. I might not make it a full month. I might make it like a week or 2. We'll have to see once I get there. But yeah, I have not even worked on this yet. I'm still kind of researching and seeing what is the best plan of attack, if you will, for me to get that done. But those are my 15 goals for 2024. I think I'm doing fairly well. It depends on what category you really focus on, but I think in business, at least. I'm doing pretty well there. So we'll see how the year progresses. But that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it at any point, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps me out here on YouTube to know what type of content you enjoy seeing from me. And as always, and like I said in the beginning part of this video, if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you here and my weird little family on the internet, and I hope to see you next time. Bye guys.